You join me in lap 1 of the F2 race at round 5 Great Britain or Silverstone for PAR Season 10. As you just watched on screen, we had a bit of a battle for the lead between Taru and Phalo, who now leads. As someone's got off into the gravel, that is Top Matty, I believe. And that is Cersei going off track, and that's into the gravel as well. We got the two Premas in 3rd and 4th. Tomen looking here to make a move on Sleek. They come through now towards this straight part of the track. Using the slipstream as much the advantage as he can. Is he going to dive down the inside? Of course he is. He's going to get CalMcK as well. Up to 3-3 goes Sleek Mover, but there's a massive battle further back with Tom and Cal. And Tom gets past, quite bad camera angle there, but Tom gets past Cal up to P3, the two Premas. Going very well at the moment as Teo crosses the line. Sleek gaining 8 positions from where he qualified. Of course, the top 10 are inverted from their qualifying position. Everyone is on the hard tyre, as you can see. Let's get some stuff up for you. Further back, as you can see, there's a lot of cars quite close together. Siet Pistol chasing down Spenny and also trying to cover off Simon behind. We've got yellow flag, and that's Certi, who is DNF'd on track out the back. Now Simon in the Trident, he's going to go down around the outside. Going to try, but I think Sient's going to get the inside. That's a great move to reclaim 7th, and that's a good run from Manak Jawar in the VAR. He comes through now, chasing after Simon in the Trident. So we go through now to some of the more well-known parts of this track as Tom and Sient go side by side coming up here, Maggots and Beckett's, before we go to the long straight. And Tom looks to get that position, but he won't have the slipstream in front of him. Is Sient going to be able to make a move? He's going to shade around to the outside. Is he going to be able to do it? Spenny trying to cover it off as we get a retirement of Pakafan. It's just past Maggots and Beckett's. And Tom gets up to P6 and Actuar P7 as Sient's fallen very far back. As he's now in a battle with Simon. Coming through now as... wow. Under pressure now. Yeah, I don't think it's just close enough yet. Simon is going to try. A very competent driver. He's going to dive down the inside. Oh, that's a touch. Simon is off. I think he kind of had to go for that, really, but no one really at fault there. The DRS will slide open. Further up, Sleek Mover takes the current lead of this sprint race. And Tom has got up past CalMcK. Up to P3 he goes, and other Tom 66. Falling down a place to Anak Jawar. But the Trident car want to try and get past now. These three drivers really close together. I don't think he's going to have the straight line speed this time round to try and make a move. So we come down now. There goes side by side. Sient tried to have a little bit of a look there, but just could not really. But he's going to have the DRS here. Is he going to be able to get past? He's going a bit more under pressure by side effects, to be honest. He's going to go round his outside. And that's a great move with the DRS, with the slipstream. And he has made it up into 8th place. That will be quite helpful for Tom further ahead. That those guys are battling and not kind of getting close to him. But as I'm saying that, Side is going to try and go around the outside. He went off track. But that's some good speed coming out of that, and he looks to gain the position. It's a great move from side, up past the Trident. So it affects in the high tech. They come through now. Tom's losing even more positions. He's battling side by side here with Cient. He's going to get the inside. And Cient gets the move done. And he's also got the DRS. Because if he was there at the detection point. All the other cars have also got the DRS. Tom's going to be trying to fight behind. He's going to dive down the inside. Is he going to be able to get it? He's going to wait that time. Is he going to be able to get the wider line here? Coming down towards Cops. As we come through now. He's got some good speed. He's going to try and use a slipstream. Is he going to be close enough? As you see further back, Simon getting past Taru. And Tom's not going to be close enough. And he's actually gone really off track there. And you can see here, as we just cut to it, side effects getting past that Actuar. A high tech moving up even more positions. And while all that was going on, Spenny in the dams gets past Cal with the DRS. Is he going to be able to do anything? I don't think he will. He's going to be a bit too far back. And I don't think any of these cars further back will be able to either. And Actual with this 3-second penalty is really going to hinder this race. We come through now to start the 5th lap. Sleek currently leads in the Prema, showing real pace here, followed by Phalo. And further back, Simon is making inroads after that unfortunate incident. Tom gets a 3-second penalty for track limits. We're going to have a watch. He's going a bit wide there. I think he's struggling a bit with his tyres. So he comes through now. He's going to be under pressure by Taru. Is he going to dive down the inside? He's not going to be able to. As Taru is going to try and get past down here before we go to the Cops corner before the Maggots and Beckett's. He's got a good run here. Is he going to be able to use the slipstream? I think he'll probably make a move after Maggots and Beckett's here. He come through now. The DRS will be open. He's only 2/10 back. Is he going to be able to, with the slipstream and the DRS? Is he going to be able to make a move? He's going to go round the outside. Is he going to be able to do it? Tom breaks later. Tom looks like, yeah, he's kept the position. That's great racing. Further back you can see, further up forward rather, Cient Pistol has got past Adak Jawar for 7th position. And these cars really going at it. Let's have a look here. Cient Pistol and Anak Jawar. We're coming up to the DRS section here at Silverstone. As we come through now. This part of the track very well known for its overtakes. Although Anak Jawar, that was not a very good exit. And Cient Pistol has got a bit further ahead, and too far ahead for Anak Jawar to make a move. Further back, is Taru going to be able to? No, not on Tom yet. All these drivers with penalties would have to be bearing that in mind coming into the race. But you can see Sleek Movers already gapped 3 seconds on Phalo up front, and Tom's actually going to, Tom N rather, is actually going to be able to put Phalo under some pressure here. I'm going to keep watching this. It's kind of a DRS train here. So you go onto the straight. Tom N's got the DRS. Is he going to be close enough to make a move in the Prema? He is not. Further back, this kind of DRS train is helping Cient, who's leading it, because that actually will have to be looking behind at Simon. the MP Motorsport car currently ahead of these guys. So we come through now. Joel's going to go around the outside. He's going to be able to make it stop. It's not a very good angle. He was a little bit off track because Pistol has got the place again. And Joel becoming under pressure even more by Simon. He's going to sit this one back a bit. Don't like this camera angle very much. Just show us the action. There we are. Now with the DRS with the slipstream, Simon's going to have a look as well as Joel. I don't think... Yeah, they're not going to be close enough this time round. And it's interesting because Anak Joel looks so much better at Sector 3 than Sient. So we'll have to see, because he's very strong after that long straight. And let's have a look now as we go down to Cops. They're still just going to tuck behind him, and that's very wide from Anak Joel. And that's a safe rejoin as well, so Simon gets that position. Let's have a look quickly up top. This is Tom with a DRS on Thalo. Is he going to be able to get the move? He's still too far back. The gap's 2/10. As we come down now to the start finish straight. Is he going to be able to do it? He's so close. The gap only 3/10. That's a great exit there. Thalo is getting a little bit squirmish, and Tom's going to go right down the inside. That's a great move to get both Prema cars up to P1 and P2. And that's a great move. Oh. But let's see. Is Thalo going to be able to get it back? He's going to have the DRS here onto this straight. It's set to 1 where we see a lot of cars in real life make moves. As you see further back, Taru getting past Tom for 10th as there's a yellow flag. That's the trident of Tom off. Thalo's not going to be close enough. But Side FX is going to be close enough to Cal, who gets up to P5 in the high tech. I think the gap's going to be a bit more spread out to, be able to make a move. But Tom is really struggling. That's him into the grass. Just really unsettled with the car. He's broken that braking board there. And his wings off. So his day going from bad to worse. But of course we've got the feature race coming up. Hopefully you are all excited for that. Thank you all who are watching on the stream. Much appreciated to have your company. Let's have a look at CM Pistol. He hasn't got DRS to hurt him behind. That's Tom going off again, which is causing that yellow flag. The Trident driver really suffering at the moment, should we say? But let's see. I feel like because the gaps have kind of evened out a bit, this is going to be how it stays before the feature race. The only battle I can kind of really see is Cal. Even he's dropped out of the 1 second. Tom's day is going from bad to worse as he gets a 5 second for speeding in the pit lane, and he has retired in the pit lane and is going to wait until the feature race to then get back going. And that's the yellow flag because of it. I don't know why the game causes a yellow flag at Sector 1 when someone retires in the pits. But there we are, that's all cleared. And we get racing again in green flag conditions. Now let's do, while there's no kind of stuff on track, let's have a look at the lap time comparisons. And of Sleek and the top 3. So Sleek's got 2 warnings, so you better be careful he doesn't get another one. But his lap time's gone from a 49.3, that was when he was battling through traffic, and a 43.5, and 43.7, so he's been quite consistent here, actually. Lap 2 and 4 times really similar. And then kind of dropping off a bit there with 44.1, 44.3, 44.6, 44.9. So really maybe the degradation of that hard tyre is really coming into effect now. Let's compare that to Tom, who's actually going a little bit quicker, as you can see. Of course, Sleek still has the fastest lap. Well, against Tom anyway. You can really see the difference in the times recently. So maybe Sleek's preserving it a little bit. You can see Phalo's a little bit further back from those front 2 in terms of pace. But I think this will be where this will be the order that we finish in, due to all of the gaps. As it stands, 8th and 9th will stay how they are, due to Terry's gap behind an actual. Nearly going wide there in the Van Amersfoort Racing, or VAR. I probably didn't pronounce that right, so apologies. But we're about to start the final lap of this sprint race, and we're going to have a lap riding on board with Sleek Mover. As we approach the final few corners, watching Sleek in the Prema as he comes home for 1-2 for the team. As he comes across the final corner to take the checkered flag, and Sleek will win the sprint race, followed by his teammate. And Phalo has lost it on the exit, but is just about across the line to take the final podium place. Spending the Dams coming home in 4th, followed by Side Effects, who actually closed up quite a lot those final few laps. Followed by Cal, and then Simon in the Trident, followed by Cient Pistol, followed by Anak Jawar in the VAR. And then it will be Taru and Top Matty who will finish off the final finishes of this race. Now, I will meet you guys when we get to the feature race, so I'll see you in a few minutes. It is raining and pouring here at Silverstone as the 5 red lights. Come on, the lights are out and we are underway. Sleek gets a good start off from pole, followed closely by Tom N. We've got a little bit of shuffle further back with the cars as we get a few that are running off. I think that is Spenny and Top Mat. SidFX getting up past Simon, and Cal gets past the both of them. We got a little bit of a battle between these front two. Sleek currently the better of the two. As we come through now to the straight, of course there'll be no DRS. We are under wet conditions. Is Tom with a slipstream? Is he going to be able to get past as we go down? He's not going to be able to, but he's really close up behind. As Simon goes side by side with SidFX. Goes a little bit off the track. He's going to try and defend the inside. Is Simon going to be able to try and get around? He's not. We got a little bit of a battle for the win lead. Tom N has got past, but the gap is so close between these two. Sleek's going to go around the outside, and that's a fantastic move up. But is Tom? He's so close. He's going to try with the speed that he's got. Is he going to be able to get past who go to Magus and Beckett's? They're still trying to go side by side as we come through now. Through to the straight we go. The gap's only 2/10, which is going to 1/10. Tom's going to try to go to the inside line. He's got past. They're still going side by side. The march is so close, and Tom has gained that position up to P1. In the Prema, further back, we've got Pakafan. That's making a move on Simon Def. And Simon Def is close behind. Same with Sleek Mover, who is going to follow Tom down here. Both Prema cars coming through is Sleek. He's so close to the back, as you can see here. Is he going to be able to try and make a move? I think he'll probably wait for the straight. It's a little bit more late braking from Sleek there, as Tom defends against his teammate. As we go through now, there's a little bit of a twitch from Sleek, just trying to feel the conditions, as all the drivers will be. We don't yet know how long the rain's going to last, but it's quite heavy. Tom taking a little bit of a wider line there to try and get some more defending on Sleek. But Sleek's going to have a good run here. A little bit of a better run than Tom N as we come through. Down towards Cops we go. The gap that was 2/10 is now 1.5. And they're going to try and go side by side like they did in lap 1. We've only got 15 laps of this feature race. And Tom currently leads the gap at only 1/10. As we go into Beckett's now before the straight we go. A little bit of a switch from both the drivers. Tom's got to try to defend all he can, but the slipstream working very well for Sleek. They've both got similar straight line speed. Tom's going to try and preserve it down the inside, and he keeps that position. But Sleek has got some speed here. Is he going to be able to get past in the Prema as we go on board? Coming through now. A little bit more speed carried by Sleek, but that little bit of oversteer was not very helpful. The rain proving really difficult for the drivers. I think that's Tom falling back. And Phalo getting up to 7th as Spenny gets a great move there on the MP Motorsport of Cient Pistol. And I think that is, yeah, Tom further back in 11th, who's fallen down a bit. I will give you guys on screen the current position changes. We've got Taru and Serti falling back 5 places, Tom falling back 4, Cient falling back 4, Simon falling back 3, and Sleek falling back 1. And then Tom has gained 1, Side gained 1, Cal gained 2, Pakafan gained 6, Benny gained 6, Phalo gained 3, and Anak Jawar gained 3. But this battle is still heating up. All the drivers are on wet tyres. We come through now. Into Magnussen-Beckett's we go. In these treacherous conditions, so difficult for the drivers. But Sleek is closing up the nearly rear wheel to rear wheel. As he comes through now, Sleek's going to be annoyed to keep seeing that rear wing of his teammate. As we come through now with a slipstream, is Sleek going to be able to do it? He's a little bit further back than last time. Is he going to be able to? He's too far back. So Tom's really showing pace here. So we come through now to start lap 4, nearly a third of the way through this race. And Tom N currently leads after taking the lead off Sleek. And he sets the fastest lap of this race. Oh, like nearly half a second from Sleek's time. I think something like that. Let me just really double check my facts. Tom did a 155.9 and a 156.1. So yeah, like 0.2 difference. As we go through now, the drivers are starting to get penalties, so let's whack them on screen for you. So we come through now before the straight to Cops, just after this hairpin. But Tom really showing pace here against his teammate, who we all know is renowned in the league to be extremely quick, is Sleek Mover. So we come through now to Magnussen-Beckett. These two extremely close to each other. Is he going to be close enough on this long straight to be able to do it? He just gets a little bit twitchy coming out of that exit, and Beckett's onto the straight. But he's just 0.3 back on that exit. I don't think he's going to be close enough. And he's got a similar margin to where he was last lap. So he's not really making any inroads. Is Spenny going to be able to get past Phalo here? In what I keep calling as a dams, which isn't a dams. It's a virtuosi. A little bit of a switch up from Spenny. As we come through now, even with like Anak Joel's got 8 seconds already. And Tom is battling. Well, not battling, because Anak Joel's now dived into the pits. That's an interesting strategic call. But Tom N really managing this gap to Sleek. So we have a yellow in sector 1. I think that's Teru. Yeah, Teru's gone off. But as we come through now into Cops, Tom N has gained quite a bit of an advantage to Sleek. The gap now 0.8, which was like 0.3 a few laps ago, so maybe Sleek has made a mistake. And we're also going to have CalMcK, who's going to be right up the back of side. But the gap that I was saying that Sleek kind of made too much of a gap to Tom, he's closing up a little bit. But the gap's 0.6 on this straight, and he's not going to be close enough at all to make a move. But Spenny may, if we go to further back. Spenny on Phalo. The driver's switching to defend. And Spenny may have had a little bit of a look there. But the conditions are so treacherous for the drivers. No one luckily has DNF'd at this stage. Spenny having a little bit of a look at there as well. He's going to try and get a wider line here. opting to not take the apex. And that's given him a great run on Phalo, who's defending hard here. Spenny going to be close enough? He is not, but he's going to follow behind as we go on. Now, after these sequence of corners, to what would be the DRS straight, but with the rain, it's not a DRS straight. It's still very powerful with the slipstream. Spenny's going to try and look around the outside. Spenny and Phalo, the two of the three owners, trying to go round as they're battling, and that, from the helicopter cam, is an exquisite move considering the conditions that they are in. That is a great move from Spenny. But is Phalo going to be able to get it back? He broke a bit later. Is he going to be able to switch onto the outside as Spenny gets a penalty for track limits? Phalo is going to try and do the switch back. He's going to go down the inside. And I think they're still going side by side as we go down towards Cops. And the two really battling out. The Virtuosi against the high-tech. And Spenny has got that position. A little bit of a squirm on his rear there. And Phalo's going to be all down the back of him as we go onto the straights. Which we will be after Magnussen-Beckett's, which has just passed. Onto the straight we go. Phalo's gap is now 4 tenths, so I don't think he'll be close at all. Which he isn't. Let's cut to the drivers up front. This is Tom N, still ahead of Sleek, and that is Cal in the pits. As these front guys have yet to stop yet as well. Let me just show you guys the people who have pitted. Only Anak Jawar so far, but some of the drivers are coming in. Phalo and Spenny both coming in as well. But these two front two are battling as we go onto this straight. So we come through now. We haven't got too many laps left of this feature race. But Sleek has just lost quite a bit of time there to Tommen. As we go down now towards the straight before Cops. I don't know all the corner names, but I know some of them. Further back, that's Certi in the VAR. Getting past top Matty. Is he going to try and get around the outside? I don't think he is. I think this is in... yeah, in the dams. And let's cut back to the front. As they're on the straight, is Sleek this time going to be able to get past? He's going to try and dive down the inside. Is he going to be able to make it stick? He is, indeed. So he gets past. They're still going side by side. And Tom was trying to stay side by side, but his teammate and him have both had a collision. And that's going to bring Pakafan into play as he dives into the pits, as does Simon. And both Sleek and his teammate, which he's just ghosted through, have both, and that's not, dived into the pits. And now these two Prema cars, Sleek's going to lose so much time due to the double stack. Hopefully not too much. As they come out now, where are these guys going to come out in relation to Tom 66? He's going to come past all of them, I believe, in the Trident. He comes through, yes, and Tom takes the lead of this race. I don't know whether he has made a stop yet. He hasn't. I believe this is his AI, so I don't know how long he's been an AI for. But Certi is going wheel to wheel with side FX here. They're trading positions as we go onto the straights. Both these drivers have pit. And Certi now under pressure by Cal, who makes a great move there past him. Just a lot more speed coming out of that corner. As we come through now. He's carried some great speed there, but I don't think he's going to be... He's trying. I don't think he's going to be close enough for that move in the VAR. Following the Charros. And further back, you can see Pakistan and Top Matty having a little bit of a fight. Pakistan making easy work of Top, who had a little bit of a look after the move was done to try and make his nose stick in, but was not successful with that. Now Tom N and Sleek, who were leading this race, Tom N now 8th and Sleek now 13th. So behind Simon, who pit on the same lap as them. That's actually, speaking of Simon, he's going to make a move down the inside here after the long straight. He's going to brake around the outside he goes, taking the wider line here in the Trident car. And Tom is going to get past in the Prema, as there was a yellow flag in sector 3. I didn't catch what that was for. But Phalo tries to get past, and he spins himself on the curb in the high-tech car. And Spenny gains position on Tom's 66's AI, who has made a stop. Of course, everyone making their mandatory stops. As we go on to 6 laps left in this race. Sleek in 12th and Tom up in 5th. So really showing how that double stack really hurts Sleek. As we see an actuar here in the VAR, coming up, trying to catch up to Phalo in the high tech, but also coming under pressure by Cient in the MP Motorsport further behind. I don't think any of them going to be close enough to make a move. They're not. Cient Pistol the closest, I think, in that battle. Everyone has made a stop apart from Tom, apart from Certi, who's battling Tom at the moment. Certi going very wide there, letting Tom through basically. And also Top Matt, who has not made a stop, as you can see on your screen. But Certi defending hard from Spenny here. As we come down towards the straight, is Certi going to be able to make any type of move? As we come down now, Certi covers off the inside as the leading car. And further back, that is Top Matty going wheel to wheel with Phalo. And Phalo is going to go round the outside. That's a great move. And Spenny also promotes himself past Certi. As Sleek Mover gets past the Ent Pistol, up to 11th place he goes. Now as we carry on, we have 5 laps left of this race, and Sleek is going to take the fastest lap and is going to stay wheel to wheel with Anak Jawar, who tries to go down the inside. And Sleek gets past after going wheel to wheel. I think he was the one going to the inside instead. My apologies. There's a VAR car of Anak Jawar going to get past again. Of course, now the drivers will be thinking about their penalties, which I will pop up on the screen for you, as Sleek Mover is really close and going side by side here. As Sleek is going to get past Top Matty as well. Past the Dam's car he goes. Just so much pace you can see, and even Anak Jawar is getting past Top Matty, who has not pit yet. So really showing this new rubber doing a lot better for the drivers. Even Cient may get past. As we come down now towards Maggots and Beckett's. Cient Pistol really close. They go side by side, these two. Cient Pistol, he's gonna get past, yep, because Top Matty went very wide there. And that's that move done. Is Simon going to be able to get past Tom N up to P4? the moment, he's 7/10 back, so that is not too bad at all. As we watch on, Simon, who in the Trident car is going to chase after the Prema. Of course, your penalties are on your screen, so currently CalMcK will be winning because of side's 8 seconds of penalties. A lot of the drivers with some quite big penalties, so we will see some drastic changes to where the drivers end up finishing. As further back, S10 Pistol will get past Anak Jawar. And Sleek Mover is closing up. He's 2/10 up on his time. He's closing up to Phalo. So really showing how much pace Sleek has. As we have 4 laps to go here. Of course, Sleek doing all he can to recover the race that he had after that collision with his own teammate. Tom N and him having a battle throughout this race. So we come through now to Magnus and Beckett's. Let's cut further up quickly, as Tom N's going to go round the outside of Pakafan. That is a fantastic move. That brings Tom up to 3rd. I think Pakafan were a little bit cautious then. He has come into the pits and has retired in the pits as well. That's unfortunate because Pakafan was right up there, but that's promoted Tom to a podium position if he can pull away from Simon. So Pakafan retiring in the pits, that promotes everyone else up. As you can see, Sleek goes side by side with Phalo. He's going to go down the inside like he did at Anak Jawar a few laps ago. And he's going to make the move up to P6. I think that's the best that he'll be able to do. He'll just try and close up to 11 seconds to Spenny now. And cover off the cars behind us. Anak Jawar also, I think that's him retiring in the pit lane as well. So it's Anak Jawar out as well. Of course, we got Tom in AI. Taru is still racing right at the back here. But Tom will be disqualified from the race after being in AI for it. But Side, who is currently leading this race, will have it taken off him due to his 8 seconds of penalty. Thank you all who are watching currently on the Twitch chat. As you see, further back, Top Matty getting past the AI of Tom. I feel like I have to specify between Tom 66 and Tom N. But Tom N has had a great race, just very unlucky with the collision with his teammate. Haven't seen anything yet in the chat of what happened. But Certi's going to dive down the inside of Cient is going to dive down the inside of Certi rather. The MP Motorsport getting past the VAR, who went very wide on that exit. Am I saying it VAR or VAR? I feel like they say VAR. I don't know if you could tell, I do not really watch much of F2. But we've got 2 laps to go in this race. All the gaps have seemingly split out. So we can watch a battle between an AI of Tom, who can basically go through any car he wants, and Top Matty. As we come through now, that was Tom and Top Matty. This isn't very thrilling because there isn't much going on for me to actually commentate on. As it stands though, Cal will take the win due to side's 8 seconds. So that's good news for Cal, but bad news for Side, who's keeping a reasonable gap out front. As I think that was Top Matty who made a mistake. Yeah, and he's DNF'd. That was into the wall, I believe, coming out of Beckett's. Switch on with Taru, who will go past the damage. As you come through now. Just while I was saying that there was nothing really going on. Oh, it was into the wall there. That is very unlucky, so that's Top Matty out in his first outing in F2, and that's Seti into the wall at the final corner, and he has retired on track. To be fair, that car does not look like it wants to behave itself. Look at it. And so Seti Colburn out. We've had 2 cars out in the series of corners. Taru's still going though. Getting some points for Dams. As we go to the penultimate lap of this race, let's go up to Tom N, who is 6/10 behind Cal up front. I mean, it doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, due to the 5 seconds. But just for a battle's sake, let's have a look. We've also got a spin from Taru, that is in Sector 1. But Tom N was not close enough on the straight. Looks like these guys will lap Taru. I believe this is Taru. Oh no, this is Cal. So this is Tom N on Cal. I was wondering, I was like, they're not close enough to lap. Now, is Tom N going to be close enough? He is not on this occasion. We're going to keep watching on with this as we are on the final lap of this race and the only action that's currently happening. As we come through now with the slipstream, Tom N is not going to be close enough. As we come through now, he's going to try and take a wider line to cut in towards the apex to get a little bit more of a racing line than the conventional line that Cal took. With that better speed and cornering exit speed, he's closed up a little bit. This is going to be the last chance coming onto the straight after Maggots and Beckett's, which we are going through now. Tom though with the 8 seconds, and all the penalties are displayed on your screen. We come through Beckett's now. Onto the straight we go. That was a really big slide rear-wise from Tom N. I don't think he's going to be close enough now to get past. He is not in the Prema, I do believe. So, Side will come across the final few corners to win on track and finish P1 in the high-tech. Side will take the checkered flag first to win on track. But it'll be Cal, after penalties, who will take that win off of him. Simon getting P2 after Side's FX's penalty, who finishes P3 in the high-tech, Sir Simon in the Trident in P2, then the Prema of Tom N in 4th, as Sleek somehow and the other Prema gets up to 5th after all the penalties. Spenny and the Virtuosi in 6th, followed by Phalo in the other high-tech in 7th, followed by CM Pistol in the MP Motorsports. Then it will be the AI car of Tom 66, which will be disqualified from the results as he comes to take the checkered flag. And then the final position will be Taru, who will come across the final few corners in the Dams car. He will finish the race and he will get some points for Dams as he comes across the final corner to take the checkered flag last, the final classified driver, and he finishes 10th. So what a thrilling Silverstone Grand Prix that was in F2. I hope you guys did enjoy. CalMcK is your driver of the day for the feature race, as we watch him celebrate for his country and for himself on the podium and on the top step for Churros. As he celebrates with his team and with the podium drivers. That is it. That is your race weekend over. Cal getting the most points out of the whole weekend from that, as displayed on your screen. But let's go to the feature race. All the load of penalties that were shown. We had 4 DNFs, but Cal wins in the Churros Racing System car. I'm going to quickly flash through the incidents, so if any of you want to get anything removed, you can slow this down and get a screenshot for the stewards. But that is it. I hope you all enjoyed. Sleek taking the fastest lap point. And what an exciting race that was. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Of course, the next race which we will have will be the Austrian Grand Prix next weekend. So I hope you join us then. And we've also got Realistic Series running tomorrow. So hopefully you join us at the same time tomorrow at Qatar. So we hope to see you then. If not, we'll see you next week for the Austrian Grand Prix in F2. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.